Shinzo Abe was giving a political speech to a small crowd when a shot rang out behind him. Then another. And he fell to the ground.
Boom, executive protection, training day field note. This is for all the people out there in the industry who think you don't need all that training, right? I've seen these little conversations popping up where people are like, well, I see all these videos on YouTube where, EP influencers, if there is such a thing, are, doing all this cool training, and people think that that's what the job's all about. And if you want a job like that, if that's what the job's all about, you need to go be, that's not EP. Listen, at my school, and this is where I'm going to enter, at my school, at the League of Executive Protection Specialists, we have 3 soft skill courses and we have 1 hard skill course. It's really interesting that when I started doing hard skills, the entire industry started losing their head, like they freaking out, getting all upset about it. I don't understand what separates us from being butlers with guns if we don't possess the necessary hard skills to outperform another human being in a life or death violent altercation. We are professional protectors, not professional itinerary managers, right? So yes, you can use all the protective intelligence possible. You can use all the different alternative routes, and you can use all the different methods that we use to protect our clientele. You still might have to prove yourself as a protector. That's just the fact. And if you're uncomfortable with that, then you should really literally look at maybe being a personal assistant or a butler and do something else, because the reality is you are being paid to protect someone, and sometimes that could possibly maybe require you physically doing something to protect that human being, and even up into putting your life on the line for them. The reality of this game is that how many politicians do we have to see, politicians with professional teams do we have to see get killed before we realize that hard skills have a place in this game? How many, celebrities and clients do we have to see get victimized over the years before people will realize that hard skills have a role in this game? And honestly, it's primarily the corporate demographic that want to believe that physical hard skills aren't necessary to do the job. And you know what? For a long time, you might do this job and they may not be required of you. But this is what's dangerous about executive protection. Just because nothing's happened to you, it doesn't mean you're that good. It might just mean nothing's happened to you yet. And I hope nothing happens to you, but there's a false sense of confidence I see a lot of people gain in this game because nothing's happened to them yet, so they think it's because they're so good, when in all actuality they just haven't been tested yet. And if you don't train your hard skills and you get tested and you fail at protecting someone, you are literally pretending, and you should not have taken all that money from your client, because when they look at you, they think you can protect them. And if you get that pop quiz and you fail because you haven't studied, because you want to sit back and believe that it doesn't take all that, like you have a crystal ball, and you know what's going to happen in the future, and you know that your route planning so good that you'll never be checked. I think it's the type of mental gymnastics that's actually dangerous in an industry where people pay hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars for you to protect them and their families. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's because I have a combat background and I've been to war and I've seen how bad things can get in the twinkling of an eye and go from good to horrible. I don't know, but I can tell you this much. If you go through my school, you'll get some of the best training with regards to soft skills, and you will get some of the best training with regards to hard skills. I purposely chose to enter this industry when it comes from the angle of hard skills, because I looked around and I saw a lot of schools that were soft, that were lacking in hard skills training. And I'm not saying hard skills is executive protection, but I am saying if you ever need them, you better have them, homie. And it's what you do outside of the job that makes it so you can perform inside of the job. So I chose to enter with the hard skills intensive because I saw a lot of schools out there that you would just train in a, ballroom or in a facility, and you never even know if these guys, they know how to operationally execute on an executive protection detail, but you don't know if they could actually protect somebody. So that's my 2 cents on it. Fight me if you want to. I train hard skills. And at the end of the day, I'd rather work with and pay the guy who's training his hard skills for the just in case than the guy who's running around telling himself and his client that you don't need all that training. Nothing's gonna happen. Complacency kills, ladies and gentlemen. And I just want to be as advertised and to create professionals who are also as advertised. They pay us to protect.
not just facilitate the itinerary.
And I look forward to creating protectors for tomorrow that are legitimately able to physically protect someone if that 1% chance happens to happen and they find themselves getting that pop quiz like that agent in Miami just a few weeks ago, and they navigate that situation righteously. Byron Rodgers, protector by nature and by trade. We're just warming up, we're just unwinding. I look forward to training with more of you. Boom.
Boom! If you're enjoying this video, go to epspecialist.com to take your executive protection career to the next level or to get in the game. Byron Rodgers, protector by nature and by trade.